Can't sleep, but you're exhausted? You might be stuck in one of three ways. These ways are your circadian rhythm, your sleep drive, or being too aroused. Let me explain each one of these. Your circadian rhythm is your daily rhythm. It's your internal body clock. We each have a circadian rhythm where we want to be up during the day and go to sleep at night. This is a very natural body sensation of how we regulate and go through our rhythm of our day. But your circadian rhythm may be off, especially if you have an inconsistent schedule, inconsistent sleep schedule, like you wake up and go to sleep at different times, if you sleep in on the weekend, if you sleep late. It's like you're giving your body mixed signals of when it's time to get up and when to go to sleep. When your circadian rhythm gets off, especially over a long period of time, it can create a big problem for you in being able to regulate your sleep. So what do you do in that case? Well, you seek to have a regular sleep schedule. You start by anchoring in your wake-up time and then getting up in the morning at a consistent time every single day, even on the weekends. And this is a way to help reset and reclaim your circadian rhythm and get into a nice pattern of being awake and alert during the day. So then when night comes, your body is ready to go to sleep. Now, this relates to the second idea of a way to be stuck, and that is with your sleep drive. Sleep drive is this internal drive within you to want to go to bed because you're sleepy. Sleep drive is not the same as just being exhausted. Being tired is not the same as being sleepy. You may be exhausted, but yet when it's time to go to bed, you just can't fall asleep because you're not sleepy. So what is being sleepy, right? Sleepy is when you actually, you want to lay down because your body is ready to go to sleep. You're yawning. You're tired. Your muscles are so tired that you just want to lay down and just let go. Maybe it's hard to focus on things, or you're trying to read something. You read it over and over and over again. Sleep drive is this desire for sleep. It's like a hunger for sleep. And if you ever lie awake at night and your body's still racing, you're still active, it's like your sleep drive hasn't really kicked in. And sleep drive can get off when we do things that are too stimulating right before bedtime. Caffeine, exercise, scrolling on the phone. So one of the ways to return and reclaim your sleep drive is through healthy sleep habits, like putting your phone away, having a nice wind down routine before bedtime. So reclaiming sleep drive is something that actually can take some time. It doesn't take forever to reclaim it, but it can take some consistency in order to reestablish your sleep drive. And your sleep drive and your circadian rhythm work together. So when you work with those habits together, they can come back. So circadian rhythm is one thing, sleep drive is another. The third thing is arousal. If your body is so aroused, it can be hard to fall asleep, or it may be something that wakes you up at 2 a.m. because you're just aroused. Arousal shows up in a couple of different ways. One is that maybe your body is tense, or maybe your heart is racing, or you're just, you feel tension in your muscles. It can also show up in worrisome thoughts, those repetitive, ruminative type thoughts that wake you up in the morning when you're stressed, worried about things. And so how do you deal with hyperarousal? So this is a big deal for a lot of people. We live in a stressful world. A lot of us work very difficult. You may have difficult things, right? You may do this too, where you're working really hard all day and then at nighttime it's hard to shut that off. So how do you settle the extreme arousal? Well, for me, I had terrible arousal and I was waking up, having trouble falling asleep. For me, what really worked for the long term was hypnotherapy. And that was a way to calm the mind and relax the body at the same time. There are other things too that can be useful to counter arousal, and that is writing down your to-do list before you go to bed so it's not just replaying in your mind. Meditation practices, mindfulness practices, relaxation, breathing practices, all of these things are very useful to reduce hyperarousal. Now, hyperarousal, if it's been established for a long time and you do feel stuck in that, it can settle over time. It's not probably a one-time thing or listening to one hypnosis recording. No, this is something that maybe takes a little bit more time, but it is possible to switch and change that pattern in as little as a couple weeks, right? So these are the three big ways that people can get stuck, and maybe you see yourself in one of these patterns or another, and obviously there's a lot of overlap. Again, it's circadian rhythm, sleep drive, and hyperarousal. Now, getting out of these patterns is possible. I did it. Lots of other people do it, consistently do it, and I help people overcome these ways of getting stuck through consistency, through education, through hypnotherapy, through nightly practices to reclaim sleep. Now, if this interests you and you would like to know more about what I do, please click the link that is underneath this video to be able to see a video that I've put together that explains more about this. And I hope you have a great day and that you can find some answers to help you reclaim your ability to sleep.